This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
I'm Javier Soto with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. An arrest has been made after a man was shot and killed in front of a home near 27th Avenue in Van Buren this morning. The victim has been identified as 18-year-old Jesus Reyes Morales. Police say he was at the home of a friend when the woman's ex-boyfriend showed up. After an altercation, Reyes Morales was shot and killed. New developments Tuesday. The suspect in a deadly shooting at the University of Arizona will have his trial in Tucson. Murad Dervish is charged with murder of a professor. His legal team argued the publicity of this case might influence a jury. However, a judge denied their request to move the trial, but will reconsider in August. An update tonight in the search for Daniel Robinson. Buckeye police say no new evidence has been found after another search over the weekend. In June of 2021, Robinson disappeared from a remote job site. His Jeep was later found 3 miles away, crashed into a ravine. His family is holding another public search this weekend to continue to search for him. One bill making its way through the Arizona legislature would provide students with free menstrual products. That idea is to have tampon and pad dispensers in all school bathrooms for grades 6 through 12 and to keep them unlocked and coin-free so students have better access.
They don't want to ask their teacher, depending on their teacher's gender, I need to go to the nurse's office for this reason.
We want to eliminate the stigma and have the actual products where and when girls need them so that they can get right back to class.
The bill is passed through the Education Committee, and they hope the goal is to get it to the budget. In our Impact Earth report, the water dispute between the states is now heating up after California couldn't come to an agreement with 6 other states, including Arizona, about how to cut down water needs. These are the states involved, and about 100 years ago, they negotiated how much water each state would get. Now it needs to be renegotiated because of the historic low water levels. The states had a January 31st deadline. Now the federal government will decide how the states allocate that water. Caught on camera, bad intentions. Get it? Some goats and sheep on the loose out in the West Valley. It happened this afternoon near 83rd Avenue in Camelback. Chad Pickett tells us he was preparing to open a new Freddy's Frozen Custard nearby when he spotted those animals roaming and captured this video. He was among several people who helped corral them back into their nearby pen. What would you do if you met your idol? Would you know what to say? Well, for one Gilbert man, he was just going about his regular job as general manager of Caldwell County Barbecue near Power and Warner when Harrison Ford walked in to have lunch. Ben Jewett says he was in awe and wondered if Ford noticed because the actor then asked him if he wanted to take this picture right here. The experience was even more special given Ben's background.
Growing up as a kid, I was a huge Indy fan, so Indiana Jones and stuff was my jam. In fact, I told him when I spoke to him, I was like, hey, I might be the GM of a restaurant, but I actually have my degree in anthropology from ASU. And I actually went into anthropology with a subdiscipline of archaeology, literally because of watching Indiana Jones as a kid.
Pretty cool. He says Ford even asked for the restaurant's special bean recipe, which Ben happily gave him.
Tracking your forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens, and we've got a big winter storm moving in tomorrow, bringing snow, rain, and very high winds to the state of Arizona. Here in the valley, we are expecting some showers in the morning, about a 40% chance of it, with 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch of rain. Gusty winds, though, we're talking over 50 miles per hour and a wind advisory throughout the day. For the high country, 6 to 12 inches in Flagstaff, and high winds there will lead to blowing snow and low visibility. We may see wind gusts top 60 miles per hour in parts of the high country tomorrow. And temperatures significantly cooler. In fact, we'll be in the 50s throughout the day here in the valley tomorrow. Our high only taking us up to 59 degrees on tomorrow's Weather Action Day. Now, those winds will be so strong they may cause damage. It's really going to make it pretty difficult to drive around, especially for high-profile vehicles in the middle of the day, too. So watch out for that. We get into the weekend, another storm moves in, and rain chances will be back on Sunday.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to ABC15.com or download the free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.